Welcome to Last Bowl Boxing. Short video today on which boxer is going to have a breakout year in 2025. Joined by regular Sean. Sean's going to give us his opinions. Sean, over to you.
I mean, the one I have in mind, you can probably say that he's yet to have a breakout year properly to the sort of mass audience. I think in the casual fans at least, in the hardcore, he's already there. And I think it's going to be a big year for Dalton Smith, if I'm being honest. I think he's on the verge of a sort of world title fight. Obviously, the big ones there with Adam Azim. And I think, this could be the year where he really sort of breaks out the shadows, as it were.
Well, he's already hit the echelons of boxing, hasn't he, by coming to Nottingham, the greatest fight town in the country,
Yeah.
So he's already at the high echelons of boxing, so he can handle it.
Yeah, and as we touched on earlier, I think Dad's a really good trainer as well. So I think it's going to be a big year for him. But I think there's quite a few really who's going to have a breakout year. Who do you think?
Moses Ituma.
Yeah.
Frightening into where he is at such a young age. So I think if I'd put a pound on him, I also think Adam Azim's got a bit more growing to do. I think he'll be a bigger star this time next year. So they're my two really. I've got my eye on Adam Azim, Dalton Smith. That will keep rumbling on throughout 2025. Will they? Won't they?
Yeah.
Because they're on a collision course, aren't they? So. And Moses, I mean, come on, Sean. How do you matchmake Moses? What do you do with him next?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredibly difficult, isn't it? I mean, I know he wants to break Tyson's record of being the youngest world champion. I think he's got a chance in doing that, really. But I guess you throw him in with Fabio Wardley next. Do you put him into someone who's tested at British level? How do you sort of matchmake him, I guess?
Yeah, because once you get to that level, there's no coming back, is there? So difficult one. Another name I'd probably throw out there is Junaid Bostain. Quite like Junaid Bostain. Quite charismatic outside the ring as well. Be very interesting this year with DAZN having Matchroom and Queensview under one roof. There could be a lot of crossover fights, couldn't there? Should be easy to meet.
Yeah, I mean, he's yet to make his debut, but I'm looking forward to seeing what Pat Brown's got to offer. There's so much to talk about him, so that's be interesting to see how he gets on next year.
Yeah, I'd expect him to be really active this year because he needs to learn the ropes in the pro games, don't he? So he needs to get out often and regular.
Yeah, and he's cruiserweight, isn't he, as well? Yeah. So that's obviously not the most stat division as well. So they can sort of push him through quite quickly.
So who's taking your award then? Who do you think is going to have the biggest breakout year of 2025 then, Sean?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to my guns and go with Dalton Smith.
So where do you expect Dalton to be this time next year then? With it being what sort of level?
I reckon if it hasn't happened already.
Is it a killer of a division, Sean?
Yeah, I think that they may make the catchall fight this year, especially if he does beat Barboza and goes for a world title. I think that's a massive fight at the end of the year. So I expect him to be there or thereabouts in the world title contention.
Okay, so biggest breakout year boxing award for Last Bowl Boxing goes to Dalton Smith. Agree, disagree, post your comments below, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.